Hey guys, it's Mark, and I'm the part-time British guy. Okay, we're going to do a 10 list. This is the 10 for Doctor Who. There is no best to worst, there is no worst to best. It's the 10 doctors. Let's begin. Number 10, the fifth Doctor. Now, this particular Doctor had the difficult task, actually the actor, Peter Davison, had a difficult task of following the heels of one of the most popular Doctors of all time. His run was shorter than any of the previous Doctors, yet he made his mark for being the most down-to-earth Doctor yet. Number 9, the first Doctor. William had to be considered the hardest job because he was the first Doctor to grace the small screen. He was the one who was going to set the standard. Early in the role, he was at times belligerent and difficult, but over the years he mellowed, and in the end of his run, we loved the Doctor for his wise old sage that he was. Number 8, the second Doctor. Patrick literally was the first Doctor to take over the role from the previous actor and make it his own. If he failed to win over the audience, he literally would have just ended the series. And I consider that a monumental task. Number 7, the third Doctor, John Pertwee. He had the distinction of being the first Doctor to be aired in color, and due to BBC cutbacks, was stuck on planet Earth for many of his stories. Despite this, the show had some terrific writing during that particular era, and his Doctor persona, became a man of action for the first time. Number 6, the 12th Doctor, whereas Matt Smith was an old Doctor and a young body, in many ways, Peter was playing a young Doctor in an older body. There was some whimsical side to his performances, and frequently there was a bit of off-kilter humor that was reminiscent of Tom Baker. He is a good Doctor, but his episodes don't always resonate with the emotions of some of his predecessors. Number 5, the War Doctor, John Hurt. John Hurt is one of Britain's greatest actors, period. Some of it's perfectly fitting that he will be cast to play the war-weary Doctor as he faced the last great Time War. For the protection of the universe and time itself, with John Hurt in the role of the War Doctor, we get a perfect transition between the classic Who and the new Who, with the pace and manner that seems to be completely out of touch with each other. Yet there's a little spark of life and vitality to the character that we've come to love. Easily one of the best Doctors, despite only the very limited amount of screen time. Number 4, the 9th Doctor. Christopher brought like a new breed of the Doctor, with a haunted past, a fragile soul, and need to connect with humanity. Number 3, the 4th Doctor, Tom Baker. Tom Baker was for many years both the most popular Doctor as well as the most recognized, having the longest running stint as the Doctor. His seasons were both blessed with some of the most best writing and creativity in the series. Tom Baker brought back a lightheartedness to the Doctor again, with an offbeat sense of humor, quick wit, and often would turn on a dime with the most capable of adversaries against his enemies. Number 2 goes to the 11th Doctor, Matt Smith. Like Peter Davison, Matt Smith had the most difficult task of following one of the most popular actors in the series, but by making the Doctor quirky and awkward while maintaining the humor, quick wit as the other predecessors, Matt Smith managed to make the performance just as strong as intelligible as David Tennant before him. And number 1 goes to the 10th Doctor, David Tennant. David Tennant is at the top of the list because not only was he the doctor with the most range, but he was also one of the longest running doctors with the best story arcs and the greatest character development.